Hey guys, this is your boy Dino aka DRP here, and welcome back to another video to my channel. And yes guys, I look pretty clean, cleaned myself up, and I look good. Okay, okay, let's just get that out of the way. Today guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do something quite different. This was something I've been actually thinking about discussing with my Discord mates, and they seem like it's a pretty good idea. And basically the thing is, if you guys have watched me for a while now, I'm a gamer slash reactor, and what I do is I make anime reaction polls, and you guys vote for which you want me to watch next, and whichever anime wins the most votes, then I go ahead and react to that. So goes for my gaming polls as well. So the thing is, although I react to animes on YouTube for you guys, there are animes that I watch outside of YouTube as well, and there are many reasons for that. Obviously because I already watch anime as a thing anyway, so I watch anime because people recommended me it, or it just looks good when I come across it, or I watch animes that actually don't win or don't get much votes in the anime reaction pool. And what I do is I watch it outside of YouTube. So when I'm not on YouTube, active on YouTube, I just will go ahead and watch other animes out of YouTube. And what I thought was, why not start doing a new series where I go ahead and talk about reviews of those animes. So obviously I'm not going to review an anime that I react to on YouTube, because you guys actually see me react to every single episode of the series and me responding to that anime in every episode. So there's no point in me doing reviews of animes that I've already reacted to. But it would be nice if you guys get to see my reviews on animes that I've watched outside of YouTube. So, I thought, why not go ahead and do that? So, yeah, the series, I don't know, for the time being, I'm just going to call it the DRP Anime Review Series. Like, I don't know, it seems pretty simple, sweet to the point. So yeah, DRP Anime Review Series starting today. And the first anime we're going to review, obviously, you must have seen it from the thumbnail, is none other than, bam, right here guys, Haganai, or shall I say, I Don't Have Many Friends. So that's the name of the anime, Haganai, or I Don't Have Many Friends. To be honest, nobody really recommended me it. I was just going through the anime list and I just came across it, and the plot itself was really interesting. So I went ahead and I started watching it. There's 2 seasons to this. There's Haganai, I Do Not Have Many Friends, and then there's the second season being Haganai, I Do Not Have Many Friends Next. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Haganai Next. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, I went ahead and watched both of those seasons. So I'm going to go ahead and review it right now. So both of those seasons, of course, I'm going to talk about everything in detail. Okay, so if you guys don't know what this anime is about, it's about this guy called Kodaga Hasegawa, who's a transfer student to the new school that he is, and he has a hard time making friends causes of his parents. As you can see, he's got a very weird hair color, and the way he acts and the way he looks, people don't really talk to him, and in fact people actually call him a delinquent as well. I watched this in English dubs as well, so it's easy for me to understand. Not that Japanese does make a difference or something, because I'm used to it. So yeah, so obviously he has a hard time making friends, obviously. So one day he comes across a girl called Yozora. Now Yozora, as you can see, this is Kodaga is right in the middle. Yozora is right to the left hand side, as you can see, with the long black hair color. Yeah, she's Yozora, and she's talking to herself. Well, she's saying she's talking to her air friend called Tomo, but in fact to Kodaga, he's talking to herself. So obviously when he walks in on her, they eventually start talking, Kodaga and Yozora, and then they end up realizing that they're pretty bad socially. So, and they were thinking that the best way they would improve and the best way to get friends is to form a club called the Neighbors Club. And a Neighbors Club is basically a club where they try various ways and do various activities that would help them get more friends. That's what basically is. So That's how they ended up making the Neighbors Club, and Kodaka and Yozora were the first members. And then the girl to your right hand side, to his right hand side, is Senna, a very pretty, rich girl who doesn't have any friends either. She, who has no female friends, and she treats people, especially the guys, so bad. Then who's, by the way, my favorite character? I gotta say, my favorite character in the series has to be Senna. Why? Because damn, she looks really good. I'm just being honest there. She's a very pretty girl and perfect. I gotta say, she's a perfect girl. But anyways, let's just forget that. And there's other characters. So there with the maid outfit is Yukimura. Someone who really looks up to Kodaka, and he wants to become manly despite Yukimura being a girl. It's actually a girl, but he wants to become manly. So there's that. And then there's the science brainiac, who's also very weird at times. Rika, yes, that's her name. She goes ballistic. She's very into kinky stuff. So I gotta say, it's some of the things she says is just like, bruh, like even I'm like, okay, even I get taken back by what she says. Then yeah, that's Rika, Yukimura in the maid outfit. And then there's Kodaka's little sister right above him. What's her name? Kobato? I think it's Kobato. I think that's what it is, Kobato. And then Maria, who's a 10-year-old girl, who serves as the club's advisor, who's also a nun as well in the school. So these are all the members in the club, Neighbors Club, and they try to do various activities that helps them in the outside the club to get more friends. So that's what the story is basically about. Them trying to do various things that friends would do so that they know how to get friends. That's what it basically is. So that's kind of like the main plot here. So I gotta say, there's 2 seasons to this course, and obviously when I watched it, it definitely is. When I talk about the genre, I can definitely see the majority of it is definitely comedy and harem. Now, harem, if you don't know what a harem genre is in anime, it's basically one guy in the anime with so many other girls, and they kind of have like romantic relationships. All girls have like a sort of romantic relationship with the guy, and he has trouble, finding girl within all of those, with all of those a group of girls is basically called a harem. That's what it is. So yeah, it's, I don't know, where do I start with this? Okay, let me start with what I like about the series. So what do I like about the series? It's extremely funny, entertaining. At no point was I bored of watching the series, okay? But then again, I'm easily entertained. So it doesn't take much for people. So the smallest thing makes me laugh. So watching this anime, I had a great time watching it. The characters were all likable, were really unique. Like I said, my favorite character in the series, Senna. Senna, of course. Oh, she looks gorgeous. Very pretty girl. Don't know. I just like Senna. I don't know. I don't have many other reasons why. She's just awesome. Who do I hate? I'm not gonna say hate, but who do I dislike? Who do I like the least out of the group? I gotta say Yozora. Yozora, why? Because I just don't like her, especially with her attitude. I don't know, she really does take the mick out of Senna sometimes, saying, hey, meat. She calls her meat because of her chest, the size of her chest, and how she looks. Just calls her meat. That's what she calls her. And yeah, I don't really like the way she talks either as well. But she is the one who invented the club after all. So, and at times I can tolerate her, at times I can't. There's that. Then there's Yukimura trying to be manly, and Yozora kind of guiding him the wrong direction of how to become a man, when she technically can't because it's a girl. Yukimura is actually a girl and she has no way of becoming a man. Rika is just some weird girl who always asks Kodaka to, give his manhood to her. You guys might think, you guys who haven't watched the series might think, Dino, what are you saying? I'm being serious. She is very, very... active in a sexual way, if you get what I mean. So there's that. Obviously, then there's Kodaka's sister. I guess she's alright. You know, Kodaka's sister, for the majority of the time, she acts like this character that she watches in a series. So she watches the specific series in the anime, and she tries to act like the protagonist, and you know, try to talk like her, try to make those sound effects, but then other than that, when she's being her actual self, she's kind of shy, she goes running behind Kodaka, and it's actually kind of cute. And then there's Maria, who always fights with Kodaka's sister, saying she's as a nun, she doesn't like the evil stuff, and then Kodaka's sister, who acts like she's some kind of devil or something. They both fight all the time. But, it's kind of a friendly fight. It's not like, oh shit, I'm gonna punch your face in. No, not that kind of fight. So, I gotta say, the first season was really good. I really liked the first series, how they brought up all the characters, what the characters are actually like. Them doing various activities. Like I said, there wasn't a point in the series, in the first season at least, where I was bored. I had lots of enjoyment, and then obviously there were some elements of romance in it as well. Definitely from, not all of the girls, but definitely some of them, being Senna, Yozua, Rika. I think Rika does it just for the gags, I guess. She it's like she does that, she has fun doing it. She does it all the time, not just for him though. So definitely, but when it comes to the romance side, it does always seem to be towards Kodaka, Senna, and Yozua. That's where the love triangle comes in. So the first season, like I said, it was actually really good. It ended off pretty well as well. It ended off, with them saying, okay, we're going to continue going, try to do various things, and try to make friends. And I went, okay, this is a really good series. I really like it. I really enjoy it. So I went into the second series, Haganai Next. That's the second series name. Now, this is where I start to dislike a few things. Now, I'm going to just talk about it as a whole. So, second series, it started to get a bit more serious halfway through with Kodaka. Now, my problem with Kodaka in the series, especially in the second season, is the fact that the man just doesn't... this guy right here, I gotta say, he's not a really good protagonist in my opinion. He's a really bad main character. Why? Because he's just written in a way that he doesn't really be honest to people. Like when I say he's not honest to people, it's kind of like, I don't know, what do I say? He just can't seem to face up to his problems sometimes. He really does avoid situations that comes by to him. There was actually one time in the first series where these guys were all on a beach, and Senna, she got carried away talking all of that, and then everybody realized that she was talking and her chest was literally out. It was just exposed. So her chest was totally exposed. Kodaka saw it, everybody else saw it, and that's when Senna went, oh my god! And then, Kodaka totally saw it, and then after that, Senna went and spoke to Kodaka, and she was like, you didn't see me, right? And he's like, wait, what are you talking about? She was like, you really didn't see me? And he's like, no, my sister was bothering me so much that I didn't notice what was going on. What was wrong? So it's like he wasn't straight to her, but he was. But in that specific situation, I understand why he said that, because obviously, if he said, okay, yeah, I saw you exposed, I saw your chest, she would have went ballistic. But obviously, the fact that he said I didn't notice what was going on, she felt better. So I guess that's understandable. But as it went on into the second series, it just got pathetic. Like every single thing, like when an important question was asked, especially Rika, it was Rika that confronted him all of this time. All this time in the second series, when it came to something serious, Rika would confront Kodaka, and Kodaka would avoid it in the worst way possible. Kodaka would be like, oh, sorry. I think at one point they were talking outside, and Rika asked him a serious question. And Kodaka at that point was like, oh, sorry, the wind was blowing so hard that I didn't hear half of the thing you said. What were you saying? And it was just kind of like, really, bro? It's like he was pathetic. He was pathetic in the second series. I'm sorry. He was a really pathetic main character in the second series. He lacked the ability to stand up to himself, to face the situation head on. I felt like with him avoiding the serious questions Rika asked, or avoiding the situations that were happening in season 2. What do I say? Like, what do I say? Like, with him, yeah, he was just avoiding certain situations so badly. It was really bad. Avoiding situations like it was nothing. You know, he would avoid situations and then avoid serious questions. It's like he's avoiding it, and then he's just not facing it. When he avoids it, it just makes me feel like he's not being honest to these guys. You know, you guys are friends, so you know what friends do. What do friends do? That's your main goal. Friends be honest to each other, and that was something he really lacked. And in fact, during both seasons of the anime, you know, Senna's father comes into this, because Senna's father and Kodoga's father were actually good friends. And Senna's father always had the impression that Kodoga and Senna were going out. And then at one point, you know, they were, you know, Senna's father was, you know, even under the impression that these guys were going to get married. And at one point, Senna, at this point, clearly you can realize that Senna likes Kodoga. So at this point, you know, Senna, who's a massive fan of playing games, she has this PlayStation in the neighbors club, and she's playing the game, and then she actually ends up asking Kodoga, would he reconsider marrying me? And this was when every single member was there, including Yozora. And now Yozora, this is interesting. Spoilers, guys. Obviously, this is a spoiler review, so please, if you haven't watched it, then click out of this video. Now, Yozora was actually a childhood friend of Kodoga, and Kodoga did not realize that she was a childhood friend until near the end of the first season. But it seems like Kodoga and Senna were acquainted because the fathers were friends, and there was a photo of them playing as like toddlers. So it seems like he knows both Senna and Yozora at such a young age, but he knows Senna more technically because of the photo with proof. But he doesn't remember that, but he does remember his time with Senna. But at the time, with his time with Yozora. But at the time, he didn't realize it was Yozora until Yozora cut her hair. She ends up cutting her hair like how she did back then, and they had, you know, nicknames for each other. So yeah, at this point, everybody's in the room when Senna asked Kodoga, would he consider marrying me? And Yozora is there. Yozora's stunned. Obviously, she has some sort of feelings for Kodoga as well. And Kodoga, being the idiot he is, you know, this is what pisses me off. So she asks him, would he consider marrying me? And Kodoga in return goes, oh, sorry, Senna, your game the game that you're playing on the TV right now is so loud, I didn't hear you. What did he say? Like, so he wanted to avoid the question that bad, or he just didn't want to face the problem or the situation so bad that he had to make up an excuse like it. And at that point, Rika's just shaking her head because she knows he's just making excuses upon excuses upon excuses. And she can't, and obviously Senna, you know, realizing that she said that out loud, then actually tells Kodoga, come on, you heard me, come on, you have to answer me. And at that point, he just leaves the club room, and he doesn't go into the club room for like 2 weeks, so he's been avoiding the friends as well. So at that point, I'm just thinking, you guys are actually just breaking the main goal of your club, which is actually to make friends. And what are you guys doing? You guys are fighting over some pathetic thing because this man, Kodoga, can't face up to his bloody problems. You know, he's not even being honest to, you know, his friends. They later become friends, great friends. This group becomes a group of friends, and it was actually nice to see. So Kodoga just being like this was just being childish, you know, a pathetic main character, you know, not facing up to his problems. I get why he did that, but it's just so bad, you know, if you get what I mean. So, you know, he starts avoiding the club members. He doesn't even go to the club room. And then obviously Rika confronts him, and they end up having arguments over this. And now at that point, you know, after they spoke it out, Kodoga, after 2 weeks, returns to the club room, and then they end up getting a text message. This is the very last episode, by the way. Very last episode of the second season, they get a text message saying, text message from Yozua sensei, group text message saying, "I'm going on a journey, please don't find me." And it seems like she just left the club room and just started, she went up somewhere. And that's how they end the anime. The second season ending was very anticlimactic. It just shows Yozua just walking, her just crying, maybe because of Senna asking, Kodoka this question, and it seems like, Kodoka didn't really say no, but he didn't say yes at the same time, so he was kind of, in her eyes, it seems like Kodoka was considering it, if you get what I mean. So, Yozua is just walking down the road into the sunset, and that's how they end the season, and it's just like, it just didn't feel complete to me. I don't know, this is just my opinion, guys, so you don't have to agree with me, but it didn't feel complete to me. I get, there are animes that don't do that kind of stuff, where they don't, have those complete finished, animes. There are animes where they make the storyline so that it feels complete when it's finished, or, there are storylines where it feels like not complete, but you won't be that mad about it. With this, it's just like, what the hell, the last few episodes of the second season felt so lackluster, pointless fights, the main character just chickening out, in my opinion, not being honest. By the end of the second season, the main goal that they had wasn't even there anymore. Their main goal was to try to get friends, and to be honest, this Neighbors Club as a whole became friends with each other, and because of the main character not being able to be honest and straight and faces problems head on, the whole friendship was affected. So they ended off with the anime with so many questions in mind with me, like how did Kodoka came back to the club room? Did he answer Senna's question, or did the others manage to try to find Yozua, who's just walked off into the distance? What's going to happen to the Neighbors Club from here on out? Who's Kodoka gonna actually end up with in the future? Now, obviously, at this point, there's apparently, the light novels. The light novels are apparently already out. So apparently, beyond this, light novels that goes beyond season 2 of the anime. So I don't know if Haganai is going to have a third season. At this point, many people are saying they might not have a third season. And from what I've heard, a lot of the Haganai fans are so pissed off with how the light novels for Haganai actually ended. So I don't know how the actual story of Haganai itself ended, because I'm not a reader. I'm more of someone who watches anime. I don't read manga or light novels, unfortunately. So I don't know how it ends up, how the things go and how things end up with each other. So I don't know if Kodoka ends up saying yes to Senna. I don't know if he rejects Senna. I don't know if he ends up with Yozua. I don't know if he ends up with one of the other girls, which wouldn't make sense, like with Yukimura or Rika. I just don't I don't get why he would do that. So because with how the anime has focused on these three characters in terms of relationship, Kodoka, Yozua, and Senna, it was more romantic. With he had more of a his relationship felt romantic with Senna and Yozua compared to the other two, being Rika and Yukimura. So I don't know how things go, but from what I've seen in the anime, the majority of it was very enjoyable. It was a very enjoyable anime. Would I recommend it to people? Yes, definitely. I would definitely recommend this to people. It was a really enjoyable anime. I can't lie about it. So the first series, it was an enjoyable series. Haganai was an enjoyable series. So the first season, I would give it somewhat 7.5 out of 8, 7.5 to 8 out of 10. So I give it, between that. So 7 or 8 out of 10. Definitely a nice series. Obviously it was pure comedy and romance and full of harem situations in it. I really enjoyed those kind of animes though, so there's that. So I definitely give it a 7 or 8, leaning towards 8 for the first season. But when it came to the second season, I definitely felt some things that I didn't like about the series. Like I said, the protagonist, he wasn't written well in the series. With how he acted, with how he tried to face the situations, it just didn't hit me well. So the second season, and then like the last few episodes, like I said, it felt a bit lackluster. And the season 2 ending was very anticlimactic. It definitely was incomplete, and it definitely raised a lot of questions in my mind and how this story could go. You know, like I said, for all I know, it could go in a way like Yozora and Kodokan, you know, getting together, or Kodokan and Senna getting together, which I would actually want, and it would make the most sense, in my opinion, because their romantic side was present a lot more than Kodokan and Yozora, because Yozora and Kodokan were like best friends, even in childhood. So it was hard for me to see them in a romantic way, but with Kodokan and Senna, I was definitely able to see it. And also the fact I like Senna. I'm a big Senna fan in this anime. By the way, if any of you guys are Senna fans, comment in the section below. Hashtag big fan of Senna. Yes, hashtag that, guys. But yeah, for all I know, he could end up with Senna, or he can end up with Yozora, or with the other two being Rika or Yukimura, which I wouldn't understand why, or he wouldn't get with anyone at all. I don't know. With how he acts, I don't think he'll be able to get with anyone, because the way he acted in season 2, especially in the last 2 to 3 episodes, is just stupid. You know, avoiding things, you know, running away from things. It was just not my thing to watch. So okay, I guess that's the review done, guys. So like I said, I'll give the season 1 around the 8 out of 10, and season 2 I definitely give it. Season 2, like I said, there was a few things I didn't like, so I'll give it just under a 7, so it's 6.9, 6.8. Like I said, it was still enjoyable. It was not as enjoyable as season 1, but I still enjoyed it. Last few episodes I was really about it. Like the drama in it, it was just like, why was the drama even worth it? Like they were deviating from their main goal of trying to find friends and make friends. I don't know, like, at least this is what I think. So I definitely give the first season 8 and the second season a 6.9 or 7. So overall, I give this anime a 7.5. Yeah, 7 to 8. So this whole anime is a whole. So Haganai, including, you know, both seasons included, I'll give it around a 7 or 8. So 7.5 in between in between 7 or 8. So 7.5, 7.6. Like I said, the good points of it had good comedy in it. They definitely showed some harem side to it, and they definitely had romantic aspects to it as well. And it was an interesting storyline, and like I said, I was never bored. Then my dislikes being, you know, how second season was written, especially the last few episodes, and with the main character especially, and a few other things which I've spoken about. So I guess this is my review done with Haganai. I don't have many friends, season 1 and 2, so I hope you guys really enjoyed my review to Haganai. I don't have many friends. Thank you guys for watching my first review to this new series, DRP anime review series. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy today's video, then smash the like button, comment and share, all those good things there to see more content of me doing more more series reviews like this, or more DRP anime reviews videos like this. However, if you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and join the DRP guild today so you won't miss a single video from my channel, guys. Whether the gaming videos, whether it's reaction videos, or whether it's live streams. So as always, guys, this is your boy Dino signing out, and have a nice day, stay awesome, and see you in the next video, guys. Until then, peace.